Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. So we're going to pick up right where we left off yesterday. Going to, guess we'll work on power down on that end. And this end. I'm trying to get this side completed. We also need to do that catwalk on the back side. I thought about, instead of a stream, which I don't know if I'm going to do it yet, try my hand at some editing. And do a little bit of painting and stop and do a little painting and stop, you know, record, stop, and kind of splice it all together. I don't know. Maybe I do that. But today we need to get this. No, we don't need that. But we do need some wood and paint. We're going to need paint. Looks like time is not running by on the server. Remember before we had the issue where time would kind of pass us by and things would get done and we didn't want them to get done. It kind of takes away from the game, I think, a little bit when that happens, but hasn't happened recently, which is kind of cool. I'll tell you what, we have wood in our inventory. I can go catwalk by, let's do 30. 58 should be enough to do that. What were we making over here again? We had the vault doors. Okay, nothing. That's capped. Boy. We'll just turn it off because I don't know what I need right now. There's no need to waste any more of that. Also, let's see. Concrete. We have that checked. We have everything we need other than I wanted to add 2 vault doors to this side over here going out to the catwalk. That's something else we could do. So we had this side, it goes out a block, and then it goes out one regular catwalk, then stairs. Is that where our pole is at? Can't see the silly pole. No, it's down a little ways. We went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then on the 6, we put the pole. Okay. Well, a lot of little things to do to kind of finish this up. Guess, would be nice to get this done over here. Would be nice to get that done. Take those and forged iron. We'll take 1,000 of that. Well, that's a good thing I made a little more forged iron because we're almost out. Goldenrod still freshly planted, as well as a chrysanthemum, and the cotton. It's right here. Isn't that how we did it? Didn't we do a door right next to the pillar? I'm pretty sure we did. Yeah, I'm sure we did. I don't have to look. Second guess myself all the time on that. This one can take that. We can stick that over there. Gonna need to make a few more vault hatches to kind of finish this thing. Whoa. I know we can do it. You can do it. Need to get that thing lined up. See if I can drop down without breaking my leg. Oh, I didn't break my leg though. Huh. All right. We have concrete. Yes. Let me just make a few poles here. Pole centered. We'll make 6. I don't know how many we actually need, but sounds good to me. I'm kind of teetering on the edge here. Let's do that number there and this number here. Shame we can't paint these doors though. Boy, those are ugly. Those are ugly. Mama said, boy, don't you buy no ugly truck. You'd have to be from here to know what that's all about. Even the missus doesn't remember that. All right. Paint, 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 paint. I have paint. And, oh, we still have to paint all of that, too. Still have to paint all of that. You know what I mean? Oh, wrong button. Spartan. And we want the rails to be the concrete blue. And we want to make some stairs with the railings by 2. Put those down right there and right there. Upgrade. And let me get my rebar back on my belt. Now, same thing here. Railing blue. Oh, you better not be a problem spot for me again, son of a gun, you. Oh, it is, too. It's going to be one of those problem spots where I can't paint it no matter what angle I look at it. It will not get painted. Oh, that's such a shame. Because there's nothing out here interfering with that either. You know, it's just, it is what it is. There's nothing else I can do with that, folks. It's just going to be a little thing here. Hopefully on Alpha 17, they work out little issues like that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get down. I'm going to boogie down. Get my wet concrete pole all centered up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the 6 is where I put that. Catwalk. Now I forgot how I did this on the other side. Did we come together right there at the bottom of the stairs? It's been so long since I built that other side. I built so many things since I built this. You know, I've been working on the multiplayer War of the Walkers server with all those fellas and gals, ladies and gentlemen, and then stream series and the War of the Walkers series. Okay, so we came together right there, and I need to make one of those flat pieces for the center. Kind of get that painted and figure out how that works. I forgot how I painted that piece. We need the 2 corner pieces now. And I said I didn't need them, but I actually do need them. And to save me having to make 2 more, we'll put those there like that. Sorry about the bump. Move my microphone a little closer. Need to get a better microphone stance, what I need to get. I'm always moving it around. Boy, CPU is high on this thing today. I don't know why. I wonder if I can parkour my way over there and jump onto that thing right there. Yeah, look at that. And Catwalk, we want to do this one right here. I forgot which way we had to place it to make it work right. If it was this way, let's just try it this way first. No, it's not that way. Oh, wait a minute. Well, that painted. You know what I mean? Let's do the center blue, and we'll go with it like that. Because remember, there were certain areas of it that I could not paint. Oh, did I just throw that out and I needed it? Or is that attached? That's attached, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Put that there. There's a little magical spot right here you can hit if you're standing on them and place them, but it's not looking like we're hitting that magical block today. Okay, we're gonna make another one of these, get it on my belt, flip it up, and I think that was the way I just did it, right? Blue in the middle and black around the edge. There we go. It's real weird how some work properly, some don't work properly, but I'm just happy to have them. You know, I'm happy to have the catwalks implemented into the game. Work or not. I mean, it is the apocalypse, you know. Everything can't be perfect in the apocalypse. Even a futuristic looking base like this. Well, that kind of irks me that I can't get that, though. It really does. Same thing on the other side. It's just the opposite side. It's this one on the other side. You know what I mean? So it's like something in this area that interferes with that. All right, go to my black. Ah, whoops. There we go. All right. And that is the side we need to work on. I guess while I'm walking down there, I can slap a little coat of paint on these squares, these blocks here. Be there or be square. Keep thinking about that medicine cabinet for the pillars. I know some of you said you didn't like that, but it looked good on the stream series base. You know, I got compliments on it after it was done. Might not look good on one if I did a little sample, a little preview for you. Might not like it, but if we have all of them that way, I think it might look all right. It's either that or blue. I think I've come down to it. I don't like the granite. The more I look at that, the more I just feel like that doesn't fit the theme of our base. It's kind of a weird color compared to everything else. Is a nice solid black or a nice solid blue. And that granite's just a kind of in-between color. Looks like this. Looks like this color. This diamond plate looking stuff. I don't like that. I'm still not decided on the color of the ground. Concrete on the ground. I don't know what color we're going to make that. I mean, maybe it's good just as concrete. You know? So it's certainly going to be easier to see zombies on Horde Night. Because I doubt very seriously we're ever going to turn these spotlights on during Horde Night. They're really just for looks. Just a novelty. Just a cosmetic kind of thing we did just to do it. To make the project even more grand than what it was. But I don't think we're going to have those things turned on. It's just going to kill my FPS too much to have all these spotlights on. We'll probably be lucky if we're getting 10 FPS with 1,000 spotlights on. All right, that. Now, can I jump down without breaking my leg? Yeah, nice. So we're going to have to make more poles. Probably have poles in the base. Silly me. Let's make 50. That'll give us 10 segments. Get them on my belt. Right there is where we build it up. But remember, we have to do this number here because it'll collapse if I don't. There. Nice. Yeah, we're probably going to need more than 50, though. That's a pretty long haul to get across there. Was it that far in the front? I didn't remember it being that much of a difference in the front. I guess it was. I thought it was a shorter pull to get across, but we had to have done it the same because I lined both of them up from one side to the other. It's kind of cool. We can actually render this thing in from one side to the other. You know what I mean? I can see that column right over there in the ramp where we go on our mini bike. It's 125 blocks away. But I'm really excited that that's one thing I worried about building such a large base is that only half was going to render in or something like that. And you only see half of it at a time. That wouldn't have been so great. But the render distance is perfect. I bet if you went much bigger than this, you would not render in the entire base at once. And that's the big drawback to building a massive, massive base. It's just the render distance. Guy I used to watch on Twitch built this massive structure. It took him months and months to do it. It was such a painful thing to watch him have to go through and do this. And he got it all done, got to the end, and could not even render the whole thing in. And it's like, wow, that's disappointing. You know, you put that much work into it, and you can't even render the whole darn thing in. It clipped like half of it off. 2, 3, 4, 5. And it really, I think what was so bad about that is to get the full effect of the work he had put into it, you needed to see it all at once. And it just was not possible. Well, let's do another, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do another 40 poles. And that should get us on across. Yeah, originally I thought about doing a door here. But we need to figure something out, folks, for Horde Night. This is something I need to do. I need to get some way to jump down. This would be the ideal place. Maybe put a couple doors here. But some place that I can jump down on Horde Night without breaking my leg. And I don't have to run all the way back through my base to the other side. Has that not been upgraded? Oh, yeah. It has. Got to figure out what we're going to do there. Because I've been talking about that since months ago. About perhaps getting an exit. Oh, shoot. Forgot that's regular concrete. That's not reinforced. Ah. It's all right. Paintbrush on our belt. Plenty of paint. Take care of that. But you see this little bit of damage this is taking. Cops have popped up under here many, many times, but very little damage. There we go. But we need to repair these. I don't know if I've ever repaired these in the back. And they're still good. They're still good for a long time, but do need to repair those. All right. Catwalk. Let me do a few more catwalks with the railings. Let's do 40 more. But I have to come up with some cool, creative way to jump down. I don't necessarily want to have a hatch with a drop down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, some of you had suggested I'll put hay bales down there. A hay bale is going to be gone after the first wave of zombies because I have so many cops exploding in this particular area all around through here that if I put, say, a hole in the floor right here, which I could do, I wouldn't necessarily need a hay bale for that. That's not a long drop. But I could put a hole right there with a hatch. Open up the hatch. Now, the problem with that is, you know, the zombies are running on Horde Night. They're all right here where we're fighting them, you know, in the bunker. And the compound. The compound's not a bunker. It's a compound. Correct myself there. And by the time we run over here and we open the hatch and we drop down, they're all standing right here. And, you know, I'm just going to get mauled as I try to get out and get down. I need some quick way of exiting that doesn't look clunky. Some of the suggestions you all had, it might work on a regular old base or something. But here, with all the time and effort we put into making this thing look really nice, you know, I don't want to put something that looks goofy. That would take away, detract from the whole base. It has to be something that kind of fits the style, the theme of what we've done so far. I'll have to put some thought into that because I have not in a while. I talked about it, but I never really put any thought into how exactly I would go about doing that. probably need to go in there and take a look around. Because I also had intentions of putting a catwalk going all the way around the going all the way around this area out here, but I felt like that would take away also, since it's nice, you know, smooth, slick look, and we have those curved angles. The catwalk would not match up with that, so that would look kind of goofy too. Let's go from this way, and hopefully it lines up with the 5 apart. If it doesn't, it's not a big deal. All right. Ah! First scoop up. Yeah, I'm working on a pretty cool little base design on that stream, or that multiplayer server I'm working on. I guess it's going to be cool. I don't know. It's still a long ways from being complete, but kind of curious how that thing's going to work out. How I'm going to put defenses in. So this is going to be 1 extra. That's fine. You'd never know it. The naked eye will not catch that. Boy, this can really take a beating. This concrete with the explosions from the cops. I think most of their damage is outward. It's horizontally. It's not vertically. Because based on how many cops explode down here and the little tiny bit of damage that's been done, I guarantee a big chunk of this damage is shotgun turrets exploding crossbow bolts over and over and over and over every horde. Because we really have never come down here and repaired. I do this every once in a while. I come down here and just top off the worst spots. But, you know, we don't put a whole lot of time into repairing this stuff. I just kind of walk around and do this number right here. This one, about 75%. You know, we'll top it off. But I've never put much effort into repairing this stuff. And so for your flooring and all your flooring needs, come down to the Working Stiff hardware store. The flooring, just some reinforced concrete, regular concrete, something like that. You should never have an issue. Now over here, we must have had, I don't know what happened over here, but this is pretty damaged. This is pretty damaged over here. We must have been kiting them around this area, which is kind of dangerous because I have this there. I don't want that to get destroyed. Those lights are high enough up that they're never going to take damage. Only way they could ever take damage is if I were standing on top of them, shooting down, and a cop were to spit up there at me or something. But outside of that, we never have to worry about those taking damage. I need to get some steel and repair that. Okay, well, that's done. We could probably... Let's get this off of our belt. We don't need that. We'll get back to the power on tomorrow's episode. I think we should finish off the catwalk today. We should try to finish that off. So if I go to this and I go to that, has the whole thing been left undone? I think so. I don't think we got around to painting this. It won't take us very long. Because we can do it all from down here. We don't even have to go up top to paint this. We'll also need steel to upgrade those. That'll be the last couple things that need to be upgraded to steel. So I think if I keep myself going in a straight motion here, straight line. It's going to be tricky to do. Because you turn just the slightest little bit, and over time, you're going to turn. We might actually run out of paint here, too. Yeah, this would be the easiest way to do it, though. Instead of getting up there and trying to look down at it, I think this would be the easier way of doing it. As long as I can keep this line straight and not waver too much. So we get this done. I don't mind doing this little catwalk painting because it's instant results. You know, instant satisfaction. You get to see a cool looking something turn into the catwalk turn into a really cool looking feature. But the flooring and the pillars, I guess the pillars, it wouldn't be so bad to paint those. You can paint those quickly. But the ground's going to take me better part of an hour to paint. Once we get the paint, I don't think we have enough paint quite yet to paint the entire ground area. All right, now let's line back up straight again. See if we can't, not quite straight, get down this side. And then we come back with the blue going the other way. We're already getting a little bit off here. I get this thing perfectly straight. A little reticle. Yeah, we might run some more War of the Walkers streams this week. Won't be today. Shoot, keep getting off a little bit. See how it turns just ever so slightly as I'm moving. Not lined up perfectly with it. It won't be today, but yeah, sometime this week, maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow being Wednesday or Thursday, maybe even Friday morning. I don't know. But we try to keep the War of the Walkers streams to the morning and do the stream series in the evening and the Let's Play series, you know, every day in the afternoon. I try to get those published to you. Maybe, you know, morning stream for those two. Morning stream for the Let's Play and the War of the Walkers. But with so much going on, and when I do stream in the mornings now, I've been trying to stream that War of the Walkers. It's a little more difficult for me to slip this in. I'm trying to get that done as well. So I may just do what we're doing here. Since we're coming up on the last of this base, and we don't have all that much left to do. Like today's episode, we're not even 30 minutes in yet. I've accomplished quite a bit. We got our 2 final vault doors done. We got our catwalks all finished up. Now we just have to paint them. Things like that. Really, we can slap that stuff together quickly. The more I look at it, the more I think I could probably leave the ground as a concrete color. But I think something else would make it pop. You know, would make the base pop. We'll really almost have to tell... We almost need to paint the pillars first. That's kind of a backwards way of doing it because, you know, when I'm using the roller to paint the ground, it's going to paint up onto the pillars a little bit. I don't want to get into that and have to keep repainting things over and over, but maybe we do some of these pillars over here and get an idea of if the medicine cabinet looks good and then what matches the medicine cabinet, what could complement that. But all the farming for resources, well, maybe not all the farming for resources, because I don't know if we're going to run out of engines or not. I think I did the math a couple days ago, and it seems as if it would work out that we'll have enough. We'll have enough engines to, you know, get us by and light all of this these spotlights up. But once again, you know, I won't be using these spotlights during a horde. I think it's just going to brutalize the FPS. It's going to kill it, and no amount of optimization on my end for my machine is going to help that. It just is what it is. The lights cause lag, and but it'd be cool to have them all lit up at one time. Another kind of downfall to it is that sure, it'll be cool on my base preview to talk about, hey, you know, we have 1,000 spotlights out here, blah blah blah, but you're not going to be able to see. If I have those lights turned on over there, it's probably going to look like that. They're probably not going to render in. If I turn those on down there, it might be the same thing. I think it's only a 30 block or something like that you can see those. Oh, yeah, we still have plenty of paint. Now here, I think I could probably do the same thing, couldn't I? I could probably just walk to the side and get it like this. It's easier for me to get up onto the catwalk and paint the railing. You're listening to Grand Ross or Bob Spartan. Happy little brushstrokes. Another thing I need to do is I need to get all the shotgun turrets. I need to get those loaded. You know, I need to get them loaded up. So when we do actually take on another horde for the base preview video, I need to have those things loaded. Got to get another song recorded. I got an idea. I was riding down the road the other day, and I got another idea for a new song. There's one song I'm working on that I really want to get it, and maybe I can get it by the time... oh, yeah, we've already painted all those rails there. Nice. Maybe I can get that by the time we finish up the base for the stream series. But I got a cool idea for a song. And I think that'll be what I'll go with for this particular base here. If I can get that. Well, I say if. When I get it recorded. There's no if. I'm going to have to do it. Nice. Well, I didn't envision finishing the catwalk today. That's kind of the cool thing about this series, though, is I never know what I'm going to do. I log on, I see where we're at. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I say, yeah, we're going to go mining tomorrow. We're gonna do this, we're going to do that. But for the most part, I just log in and we just kind of do what needs to be done. You know, take it. We get bored with one thing. Like I got a little bored with the power there. We can do that all in one episode, honestly. And I can just focus on that, get a bunch of engines, get a bunch of generators and switches and relays and whatever, and just do it. But you know, this is something that's kind of looming over me that need to be done. I haven't put much thought into it. Seemed like a good day to do some catwalks. And it didn't take us that long. Didn't take us that long to get it done. All this is done? No. I was looking at that blue we just passed by. The blue might not be bad. Might not be bad to paint everything blue here. You know what I mean? The pillars, I mean. Paint that all blue. Connected to the base and everything. We're almost all the way back around. Happy little brushstrokes. Tummy is a rumbling. Nice, we made it. Made it back all the way to the front. So my paint is a little bit low. We might be able to finish with that, but I need to repair my paintbrush. That's one thing I need to do. Do a sort, do a repair. Takes a while to repair a paintbrush. There we go, it's done. Need to grab a bite to eat for the little man in the game. Another screamer. That thing has come in handy. Oh, we're out of meats too. Corn and potatoes, we have that. So let me eat this meat stew. Drink some goldenrod tea, and we need to get more. I don't have any water, do I? I have no water. Shame on me. Get topped off, and we won't have to eat and drink again for a while. But we do need to get, I say, the 69 water here. We'll use the catwalks as fuel. Bottle of water. Okay, so when we come back in, we can take care of that. Let's get a couple thousand more paint. I don't think we need any more forged iron, though we did use 500. A little over 500. And we're going to need those for doing the generators. Kind of carrying around everything that I need to carry around. Whoa! That took a huge jump in just a little while. Look at that. It'll be grown by tomorrow. You know what? We can go back to the front and paint that at a later date and time, or we can come back there last and get it. Look at all this, though. It's a good thing we did this the other day. That saved a bunch of time by already having these rails and everything painted. I'm going to go down here and get these rails that we just installed, the catwalks, painted. Good thing there is we don't have to paint the concrete lip behind it, so I can just kind of zip down like this. Well, if I can ever get lined up onto the catwalk. Yeah, this won't take long at all. Nice, nice, nice. Almost feel like I needed to extend the concrete out beyond our structure here another, 20 or 30 blocks or something like that. I just don't like the way the ground looks out there. What it would have been cool, instead of concrete out there, to do stone. We were just talking about that last night or something, and someone didn't realize that you could make stone in a mixer with concrete, sand, and stone, small stone, and you can make the same stone that you mine, that you get iron and stone out of. I don't know if it still works that way. Let's see what it takes to make this regular stone right here. No, right here. Yeah, it's the same thing. Cement, small stone, and crushed sand. It's kind of funny because you can take this if you have a lot of this stuff, but you don't have any iron. You can craft this, place it all down, and auger it up, and get iron back along with stone. Kind of a silly thing. It's just like the stone that you mine when you're out there and get a little bit of stone, a little bit of iron out of it. But anyway, it would have been cool if out there, instead of having the grass and the dirt, if we had stone going all the way around the base. But that would take forever, because I think that stone takes a while to craft in the cement mixer. It's not like an instant bing, 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 bing like some of that stuff is. It's like the sand. I think it takes 10 or so seconds per each one, maybe even longer than that. And so that would be thousands and thousands of minutes, real-time minutes to get that done. Need to get another screenshot of this base too. Maybe we won't do a screenshot until we're completely done with it. Well, that's finished. Let's go around the newest side here. Make sure we didn't miss anything. Not that it's going to matter if we missed one or two, but let's just check, and we'll go to the front side and get that painted up the last little bit, if it has not been already. Well, looks like we already knocked that out. I have this little bit right here. Get her all lined up on the rail. Go down each side. Need to paint the underbelly of the base and the floor. That might be what I stream. Put those final touches on it. And then we can just start thinking about a new base somewhere. Matter of fact, I need to scout out a location for a new base. Do something we haven't done yet. It's a shame that the blade traps are not more durable. Now, on this War of the Walkers mod, I see a heavy-duty blade trap. Bought a couple from the vendor, the trader, a day or so ago. And it makes me wonder, if they are, in fact, more durable than the standard, we should, I mean, I guess we don't want to mod that ourselves because it's a bit deceiving. I don't know how much more durable they are. I need to place one and check the amount of hit points on it. But if it goes from like, say, 3,000 or whatever the default is on vanilla to like 10,000, I might do something like that. Might mod my own blade trap. You know what I mean? And because as it stands, those things are useless to me. I can't use them because you have to babysit it the whole time. If you watch the Scrap Attack base preview, only lost 1 out of 40. They came in on 2 sides, and I only lost 1. But I ran myself out of parts, mechanical and electrical parts, forged iron, whatever all you need to repair those things with. I was out, and that's why I lost 1 at the very end, because I just simply ran out of things to repair them with. And I didn't do a whole lot of firing during that horde. I was just babysitting the blade trap. So if those things are more durable, because I think they shut off at 50% or something like that. We might even have to change that up. I don't know. I've never looked at that in an XML file before. You know, I'd have to figure out how to do it exactly. You know, how that file's set up in the XML. But I think it'd be pretty cool if we had blade traps that would last. And then we could get real creative. Because the only reason I stay away from those is just that they're not durable enough to handle, you know, a horde. They won't last past the first wave. 1 cop explodes, done. No more blade trap. But give me your thoughts on that if you're still watching. Tip of the old hat to you if you're still watching. You're beautiful. But give me your thoughts on that. Should I mod the XML for the blade traps to increase the amount of hit points that they have? Because I wouldn't increase the amount of damage they do. The amount of damage they do is probably fine. I don't. Oh my! I didn't break my leg though. Ooh, ha! Thought I was gonna break my leg right there. Get all those blue. I don't know why we did them that color. It's kind of ugly. It's ugly. But if you think that's a good idea, you know, let me know. Otherwise, I simply can't use them. You know, I simply can't use them. So we'd go back to turrets and electric fence posts and those types of things, which, you know, they're cool and all, but we've done so many so many electric fence posts, and I guess you haven't seen much of that yet unless you watch my base preview videos. But I've used a good many electric fence posts and shotgun turrets and auto turrets, but I have not used blade traps except for 2 bases. I think I did that I used those. And like I said, I had to sit there and babysit the whole time. I don't want to have to do that. Be kind of cool if you could upgrade those catwalks to steel. I wonder if that's a thing on some mod out there. Steel catwalks. You know, that have like 10,000 hit points or something. Very durable, like a steel block. Because these things are useless as well, honestly. They're just for looks. All of this we just got through doing, folks, for the past month or so on here, just for looks. You can't stand on a catwalk in a horde. 1 volley from a cop, catwalk, dead, gone, destroyed. So, where these zombies keep coming from and dying out here, and how they die. Well, that's it, folks. We've steeled out all the pillars that need to be steeled out. We've painted all the catwalks, had them installed. We need to do a heck of a paint job on the underbelly of all of this and the pillars. Let me show you real quick what I was proposed to do. We could even make the base of that a medicine cabinet reflective. Now, this is simple painting here. You know, I don't have to be all tedious and meticulous with how I do it here. You can just slap it on and go with it. We have enough paint to do all this. This is not what I'm concerned about. What I'm thinking we're going to run out of paint on is if we don't, if we try to paint the floor out there, the concrete on the ground. Maybe it just looks fine the way it is. I don't know. We'll have to see what it looks like having the pillars painted. But this is how I propose to do it, and I'm going to do it on the base here too. I'm going to get down to the end and go over to the base real quick and show you what I think it, you know, could potentially look like with this style paint under there as well. And that. I think that was a whoopsie right there with the black on the block. Something like that. Let's go over to the base. It's all about that base. You know what? I'm going to take this support down. But watch it all fall down when I do this. I think I was going to do that all the way around, but there's no need for that. I'll show you what I mean here about painting this. Now these I might have to get on the top to paint them like that. There's a certain way you had to paint those. That one actually be upgraded. Have the others upgraded. Might as well upgrade that. Whoops. There. And then let's get our other brush on our belt, because that needs to be blue and a roller. It'd be nice if I could roll it. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Except for I'm not going to be able to around these little pieces here. I'd have to do it like that. We did decide, too, that the underbelly of the base would be blue. Here's a zombie. Sounds like he has indigestion. Is that a wandering horde? That is a wandering horde. We haven't fought any zombies yet today, have we? Let's gather them all up. Nurse Nancy, what do you have? Are you bringing me a health kit? Won't you hit me? Won't you do it? Alright, come on. Come on. A nice little group here. Nice little huddle for me. Nice little group. Hey, hey! Don't disperse. I'm right here, man. I'm right here. Hello? Alright, come over here. Now smile. Oh, he hit me with his nub. Not the nub. All right. Nice. So, back to what we were doing here before we were interrupted. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. I could probably get away with the roller here. Let's do this number here. Do this number here. It didn't look like it actually painted that thing that we didn't want painted. You know what I mean? We'll go back to the brush, though, and finish that out. I just want to do this one segment for you and give you a little preview of how I envisioned it looking. All the way down. Oh, that's right. We can't paint those supports anyway. You can't paint them except for like the top. You have to paint the top of them. So back to the medicine cabinet, and we're going to paint it from the top side, I guess. Not complete top, but the top side. And that's all scarred up from what I just did, you know, crossbow bolt damage. The occasional zombie or something hitting it, but we'll go and top all that stuff off. At some point, I'll get a stack or two of steel, and we'll come out here and top it all off. So something like that. You know, what do you think about that? I think it all matches. You know, I think it either has to be that or it has to be blue. It has to be that or it has to be blue. And I kind of like the way that looks. I look at it from a distance here. Let's look at it from over here. Well, let's actually paint this one so we can get a full view, a full picture view of what it could look like with the right color scheme. Go to my roller, roll it, back to the brush. think this is blocked off from our view anyway, but full segment back to here, here. You just have to get the top of those to paint them. I panicked the first time I ever tried to paint those, and I had them installed, and I couldn't get them painted. I was like, oh man, you can't paint those. So something like that. You know what I mean? Just block out the background, try to focus on your, right here. It's kind of what I can see happening for us. Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'll leave it right there for the day. That's almost a full hour of building and painting for you. And we'll come back tomorrow and we'll get a little bit more done. Probably do some electrical work tomorrow. Who knows? Changes up day to day what I want to do and what I don't want to do. So, but I plan on doing some more electrical and getting these spotlights all wired up and having that project out of the way. Maybe get your feedback on the blade trap upgrade for potential future bases. And, what do you think about the color scheme here? Well, thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. You have yourselves a good day, good evening, wherever you may be located. I'll see you all tomorrow.